So,
Jesus, that's an get me on the mic.
so it's been a while.
Mm-hmm.
When's the last
Like,
time we talked?
um, a minute ago,
No, like voice chat. You know what I mean by this.
I'd say, over 2 years now.
Yeah, because last time we
Yeah.
talked was like with Jeff Shadow. He invites me like every day now. Like I
Does
don't
he?
talk to this man, and he still invites me every day.
Well, why don't you talk to him?
Cause I'm like busy with other friends.
So what?
I mean, it's really hard because
Uh-huh.
that's how like it's always been. Like I have always had like some type of like two groups of friends going on at one point or another,
Yeah.
and
Mm-hmm.
spending time with one group of friends and the other one. It's hard to juggle because if I start hanging out with Jeff Shadow now, then he will want me to like play with him more and expect me to play with him more, and then the whole juggling thing comes in.
Oh, well, I guess. I mean,
It
if it's
wouldn't it
important to
Yeah,
you.
yeah, it wouldn't be a problem if like my friends weren't so close-minded to new people, but they
Well, why is it so based on what your friends think and not about what you think?
true, but again, it's just the whole juggling the friends
Okay.
thing. That's how
Okay,
I
well,
feel.
we can move on from this topic.
Holy crap, you don't know how long that
Uh-huh.
uh I've been trying to like get something like this going. You
I
know
do
what?
know.
Like because like
Mhm.
when you messaged me on
Uh-huh.
Instagram, I was like my whole thing was like, "Oh no, here we go again." kind of thing. And then I started to get more open to talking to you cuz like I didn't want to do with anything with anyone at that time. I was really not going through a good time.
I understand.
Yeah, and
And as you told me, I remember.
yeah. And it was just like a rough like time around then.
Of course.
I noticed you're still at Ariana's. How's that been?
It's better every day.
It's better every
She's
day.
all Yeah, she's always a good friend to me.
That's good.
Uh-huh.
Anyways, like the main thing I wanted to talk about today is that
Okay.
one that you haven't really been on the channel, and like it makes me sad because
Are you,
for the most part, my friends, all of them who are important to me, have been a decent part on the channel, and it means a lot to me.
of course.
But you haven't, and with
Well,
you,
it's not like I haven't at all. I've been in one video,
yeah,
right?
one
Or two.
video.
And
That
you
was
also made
three.
a song about me. So that was nice.
Yeah, but that was
Which
like you were in that video like 3 years ago,
yes.
and
I actually, fun fact, I watched it yesterday.
you did.
Uh, I did. After watching your Halloween video, I had watched it yesterday, right after, just to just to get a reminder of what times were like.
Yeah. I mean, that's like the whole idea, cuz like I don't have like many subscribers and I don't get many views and stuff, and that doesn't
Well, that's
really
okay.
yeah, it's fine. It doesn't really matter to me. It's just
Same.
that uh
You would like to grow, of course.
yeah, I would like to grow. It's just making memories along the way. Like you know Mark and Ethan's Unisonus, right?
Yes, yes, I watch
And
them all the time.
like it got me thinking like a lot I don't know why. I know like that channel is only made for fun and like and stuff like that, but it really got me thinking like nothing is forever.
Well, right, that's the whole idea behind the channel.
Yeah.
The
And
purpose.
you know, it's crazy because like I hold every friendship so dear to me.
Yeah.
Like I told you about everything that's going on with me and some of my friends, and there's like
Yeah.
this background tension going on that we never confront each other about. We do every once in a while, but I don't feel like it releases enough like stress, you know what I mean?
Well, talking about it is the start.
Yeah, and that's the thing, we just don't talk about it. It's just like it's like this
Uh,
forbidden thing.
Okay, and are you referring to you and your other friends, or you and me?
No, me and my other friends, not me and you.
Okay.
I feel like we don't have any problems, right?
No, not yet.
What do you mean by that?
I'm just kidding. Calm down. Jeez.
But yeah, like it just like stuff like that, and like I hold every friendship so close to me, and I can't bear losing friends. And
Yeah. Well, honestly, I'd say losing a friendship hurts more than losing a relationship half the time.
yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. Like there was like that's why I didn't want high school to end, because there were so many friends there, and then you just never see them again. I only see
Yeah.
two
Well, it's not.
people from high school, and that's Quinn and Peyton.
Yeah.
And Brady, he didn't go to our high school. He
I
went.
was just. I was about to ask that. Yeah.
Yeah, he went to Laughlin. And well, Buddha, he went to our high school, but he was a grade below us, so I didn't really got to see him much. So he
Okay.
counts too.
Yeah.
But other than that, all the other people that I met, including you, I haven't seen since high school.
Okay.
And
It happens.
yeah, I know, but you know, it hurts. It puts extra baggage on people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But it's not like you really lose those friends. You know, you didn't really lose me forever. It's just,
Right. I mean,
it's not like we have to necessarily be in person.
true. That's right.
Right.
And
It doesn't. By not being in person, I don't think it diminishes the value of friendship.
you don't think so?
No, of course not. As long as you can maintain it while you're apart, then that's all that matters. Yeah.
See, like, I was afraid
Okay.
because,
You have a lot of fears.
well, I do have a lot of fears. Because if we go back to when we first met, it was literally a fluke. I got kicked out of my
Literally?
forensic class because of a song that wasn't even out yet. And it's always weird how my music always gets me into fucking trouble. It's always fucking you wonder
Wait.
why I still fucking do it when it gets me into so much fucking trouble. And
Okay, well, what's this particular song? Is this a Jasmine song?
no, it's not. It was a song about anxiety and like the whole like anxiety around school, and
Yeah.
the song was called Hallway Anxiety. And it was literally, you know how like in Hamilton High the like in between periods were literally 5 minutes. So the song was literally 5 minutes flat, and it's just going down a couple like these lists of things. And I said like a remark about a teacher, and
Okay.
people got like people read my lyrics because I'm like, okay, I need to see if these lyrics are appropriate. I need feedback. And when I sent out those lyrics to people, they didn't say, this isn't right, you need to change this. They just straight up reported me. So, I got kicked out of my forensic class. It was literally my A+ class. It was the only A+ class I had. And...
Well, then why did you say something about your teacher?
Well, okay. So, I'm not the brightest when it comes to that. Plus, it was like the song wasn't out yet. So, I didn't even record it yet. I didn't even record it yet. So, I didn't see any problems. And that's why I'm like, okay, I need feedback for this. And instead saying, hey, before you sit down and record your stuff for the song, you need to change this. I just straight up got reported for it. And that was it. I was able to take the exam for that class, so I still passed that class.
You don't get the benefit of the doubt, Tony. You're reported.
Right! Like, I had good intentions. It's just no one else thought I had good intentions, and that's the issue. That was the whole issue about high school.
Well, hold on. What did you even say? What was
I don't remember.
Oh.
I just know it wasn't good.
It probably wasn't that bad, right? It couldn't have been that.
I don't have the original lyrics for that song anymore.
I'm curious now.
I don't have the original lyrics for that song anymore. It used to be on my iPad that I had all the time, and like the battery in it kind of like went out and wouldn't charge anymore. So I lost all the lyrics to like most of my songs. And even like the rewritten version of that song, I lost that too. But like that song is so old, it's like junior year. And like it was so strange. I don't remember, did I meet you my junior year or my senior year? Because I know you were a junior because your credits were screwed up.
Well, I was actually a sophomore when we met. And then I had graduated into junior year, I believe. But, yeah, let's not talk about my credit thing. I'm still upset about that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I mean...
No, I'm just kidding. I'm not really that upset, but it still haunts me.
I mean, if it makes you happy, after you left, I got kicked out of high school.
Wait, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah, for the Jasmine thing, which is bullshit.
Yeah. They thought I was stalking her or some shit. I was walking down the hallway. I don't know if you remember Lawrence Kennedy. I was trying to avoid him because he always made fun of me and shit. So I walked down to like the CT like long ass hallway. And I saw her like at the end of the building freaking the fuck out, and she bolted out some back doors with her friend. Literally the next day they sent me to Hope.
Oh. Wait, so you didn't do anything?
I didn't do anything. There was no cause.
I guess you really scared her, Tony. I don't know.
I don't think myself as a threatening person. I did nothing. Well, I wouldn't say I've done nothing wrong that year. I did many. Senior year was very strange for me. I did things wrong that year. Like.
Well, you don't have to be a physical threat.
What do you mean by that?
well, with the fact that how you were talking a lot about Jasmine and songs that you would make about her, and kind of putting her out there, that's really what did it for her, is because you were kind of exposing innocence. You know what I'm saying? And so she just wanted you to shut up, but you wouldn't shut up.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, there was like, I'm going everywhere. I had like this whole idea we would talk about the first year we met, and then you would leave, and we would talk about after. We're just kind of like free-balling and just talking about shit right now. But, anyways,
yeah, we can move on.
No. I'm trying to finish my thought.
Okay.
The thing is, like, it was like when the administrator, he sat me down in front of him, and he said, like, look, I know we gave you the choice before of not going to Hope, but you don't have the choice this time. You're going to Hope. I'm like, why? What did I do? And he didn't give me an answer. And then he had my mom pick me up. And, like, the next, like, over the weekend, they ran me down, like, okay, this is what you're going to do. You're going to do it all at home. You're not even going to go into the Hope building until exams. And I'm like, okay, easy. I did like 5 semester classes in 24 hours.
Impressive.
And then the next week I did exams, and then I graduated in March.
Okay. It was just a longer process?
Like it
Wait, what is Hope? Like, is
it's
that an
like,
alternative
okay,
school?
it's like online
You're a
schooling, but
bad
you
kid.
do it at the freshman building. But for
Ooh.
me, they were like, we don't want you on school grounds at all, except for the exam. You're doing this shit at home. We know you have a laptop. You are doing that shit at home. And I did that shit in 24 hours. I literally, as soon as I got home, yeah, it was supposed to be like, I was supposed to do it for so long, for so many days. I'm like, fuck that. I'm staying up. And I did everything in one day. And then I called them up like, hey, I'm done with all my courses. And they were like, what?
Inconceivable.
And they said, okay, they checked it, and they're like, yeah, you're done with all your courses. Come in on Tuesday this date. And I'm like, okay, cool. And I went in, took my exams, and graduated in March.
Well, right on. That's the good stuff right there.
I mean, yeah, but I didn't get to go to prom. I didn't get to go to graduation. Oh my fucking god. You would think the saga would end with me graduating early, right? It didn't. I released more music and got into more problems with my therapist.
Wait,
she like misinterpreted my music and thought I was saying like I was gonna burn down the school or some shit, which is not true at all. I said I was going to burn, like, you know how I used to wear all those rings and shit?
Yeah.
I said I was going to burn my rings in the song once, and she's like, oh, you said you're going to burn down the school. I'm like, did you not listen to the song? I specifically said my rings, nothing about the school, but okay. And then they said I was like some sort of danger, and that I wasn't allowed to go to prom or graduation, and instead they sent me back to the hospital.
Oh, that's gutty. Tony. Maybe this is where you gotta watch what you say.
Like, I didn't say anything about the school. That's the problem.
But you explained yourself, and she still was like,
she's like that. Like, she wasn't in the agency for St. Joe's for long though. She literally like. As soon, well, not as soon, it was like a year passed, and she was out of there. And then I was out of a therapist for years.
well, why didn't you get a new one?
For some fucking reason, for St. Joe's, like, getting a therapist is like pulling teeth. Yeah. But, yeah, that's like everything that happened with me. I know,
A lot to take in.
yeah, I know when I first met you, I kind of figured you were going through things, but you never told me. And never really...
Never talk about anything.
What?
I used to never really talk about anything.
Yeah, you... But, like... Yeah, and it's just like... When I met you, like... I was like, you know how I was with Jasmine and all that. I
I sure
was
did.
I was insane.
Kind of.
I
A little
mean,
bit.
I'm like I'm a completely different person. I can tell you for sure. I'm a completely different person now.
I believe
Like
you.
I'm
And I
I'm
can see
not
that.
I'm not the same that I was in high school. I've grown a
And
lot and I've done a lot of like work on myself.
yeah, you have a lot more understanding and patience now.
Yeah.
You used to not be very patient with me.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
When I met you, Danny was there and me and Danny, like every time you would like go to the bathroom and do your makeup and stuff, like me and
Oh, don't
Danny
call
were
me out.
just would just gossip about you. And like he knew
Oh.
that like I had feelings for Jasmine, but he was like
Uh-huh.
really encouraging me to try to like move on from Jasmine to you. And
Okay.
I was like, I don't know,
That's not
man.
very healthy.
I mean,
Your friend should have given you different advice.
I mean,
For sure.
what do you mean? Like,
Well, technically speaking, I would have been like a rebound per se. If you wooed me, you would have used me to get over Jasmine, and that wouldn't have been healthy for you.
true. And, but in
Hmm.
a way, with how things worked out, I didn't use you as a rebound. You helped distracted me a lot from Jasmine, though.
Okay.
Because as soon as you left, I
I only
fell
ever wanted
back.
to make you feel better.
I fell I fell back completely on the whole Jasmine bullshit.
I could tell.
Like you don't know how devastating when like you told me that you were leaving and I felt my
I've listened.
world crumble.
I've listened to your song, Tony. I know how you felt about everything and
I
how it made you feel.
yeah, it's just like I don't I won't there's so much about it. I can't even form words about it because it was so bad for me. And
Yeah,
I knew it wasn't like I was trying to
a
get
bad time
into
for the both of us.
yeah, it's not like I was trying to like get into a relationship with you or anything. You were just were a very good friend to me.
Uh-huh.
And you really opened my eyes. You showed me that there was more people than Jasmine out there. You showed me that it's not always that bad. And I remember the week that you were gone, that one week, and
Oh
uh
God.
yeah, you okay?
Yeah, yeah. Sorry, that was a laugh. I don't know if it sounded like crying.
It sounded like crying. I'm like, oh no, I triggered her. I did something wrong.
No.
Um, but I remember that week when you were gone.
Uh-huh.
The first day went by. Okay, maybe she skipped class, and she usually does that. She does that sometimes. The
Okay.
second
You
day
do
went
it all the
by.
time.
The second day went by. Okay, this is a little bit unusual. Usually she doesn't do it 2 days in a row. But then the third day came, and I knew exactly where you were. And
Oh.
I just had that gut feeling. It was weird. Like the
Okay.
third day came, and I knew exactly where you were. And so I just waited. Thursday came, Friday came, over the weekend happened, and then Monday when you came back, I remember running up to you and hugging you,
Yeah.
cause like I know I say
It was
this
a
a
nice
lot.
warm welcome.
I know I say this a lot, but I'm always left to speculate. Um,
Uh-huh.
You never like really opened up to me like the way I usually open up to you, and that's fine. I'm not saying you have to or anything. And you know, it's just how our friendship went. You know what I mean?
I'm sorry, what is that in your background?
Oh, that is my friend trying to invite me because I went offline on Xbox and it appeared me back online.
Oh, okay.
And now they're literally spamming me with messages now, so I am going to mute my phone.
Oh, you're popular.
You never really opened up to me like the way I opened up to you, and I didn't want you to explain yourself when you came back or anything. I remember hugging you and sitting down, and I don't remember what happened for the rest of that period. I just was glad that you were back. And, like, cause, you know, we always go through that stage of when we're down and depressed, and we don't know what to do. And I felt like I wasn't doing the same thing that you were doing for me. Like, I felt like you were taking care of me and I wasn't doing a good job taking care of you. If that, I don't know if that sounds weird.
I mean, not necessarily. We wanted to be a better friend, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so,
which you weren't obligated. You didn't have to.
yeah. And
I'm sorry. Am I still quiet?
yeah, you're louder now. It was you were getting quiet there for a second.
My apologies.
You're right. And like after you came back, the bad news hit that you were moving. Like it happened like what, a month after you came back, and I'm like, fuck, you know.
Yeah, as was I. I really enjoyed going to Hamilton a lot, especially having you there. I didn't want to leave as much as you didn't want me to.
Yeah, I mean,
so
I remember you were in Mr. Lowly's class. I had a IEP. So
wait, hold on. What was his name?
Mr. Lowly.
That was my art teacher, right?
Yeah.
I was trying so hard to remember his name. Okay, carry on.
So I remember, like, I had an IEP, so I was able to leave classes 5 minutes early due to my anxiety. And I remember as soon as, like, the 5-minute mark before the bell hit, I sprinted out of my public speaking. I was on a fucking mission to make the most time to see you. Like, you don't understand. I
remember.
I was in full-fledged sprint. It's literally the other end of the school. I was at the top floor of the CTE building, all the way down to the art wing. This, like, two other ends of the freaking high school.
It was a big school.
It was so big for no fucking reason. That school has no fucking reason. It could have been, like, triple stacked or something. There's no reason to have hallways going for literally a mile and a half. There's no fucking reason.
There wasn't, was there?
No.
But anyway.
I got to Mr. Lowly's, and you came out. It was so weird because it's like Mr. Lowly knew. Because we always like hanged out at the end of the period. Yeah. And it's like he knew. Because he just let you get up. Because I was like astonished that he just let you do that. You literally just got up from your seat and then you walked out to me. And he just let it happen.
Probably because we were already done for the day. I don't know. That teacher was super lenient. I miss that guy.
I know. And I'm like, I was sitting there like, it was either because he knew or he just didn't care.
No, he probably just didn't care. I'm not sure if he knew that I was leaving. I think That
I'm
took
sure
all
you
my
told him.
teachers by surprise. No, I didn't tell anyone.
You didn't tell
Except
any.
you.
There's no way you only told me. Not even like a boyfriend you were dating at that time.
A boyfriend? I don't think I had one at that time.
Really?
No,
Huh. So
not
there's
after
no
the
way.
hospital incident. No, or before that. No.
Huh. Wow. Okay.
Oh well. Okay. Well, actually, you know what? I was in a long distance relationship, but it had already ended. So no.
Okay. So
The time periods are weird. It's hard to.
yeah, it's hard to remember,
Yeah, so long ago.
but like you earlier that day, you gave me your bracelet. I was still wearing it, and
I forget what that bracelet looks like.
I remember I took a picture of it. I gotta find it.
Wait, you don't have the bracelet anymore?
Oh my! I'll tell you about that story.
Tony.
I'll tell you about that story because I'm pretty pissed off about it.
Okay. Oh no, was it one of your friends?
I suspect.